All right, calculus students, here's another problem for you. In this case, we're going to sketch this curve, but really what we're looking to do here is find the asymptotes, and that is to look at the limits as x approaches 9 from the right and left, because that's where this thing's going to blow up, and then we're going to look for the limits as x approaches positive infinity and negative infinity. So let's do the first one. Now we know that the limit, two-sided limit, as x approaches 9 does not exist, but we have to do some more analysis than just saying it doesn't exist. We want to know why it doesn't exist. What's the problem? So we look from the left, and we could test some points, but I wanted to do another example of the sign chart stuff for you, so that we can solidify this sign chart technique. So I look at the linear factors, and I have 2x, and I have 9 minus x. And this 2x is 0 at x equals 0, and 9 minus x is 0 at positive 9. So I create my sign chart with my points, with my lines, so that the points are juxtaposed to one another. 9 is bigger than 0, for example. And then I do some sign analysis. So 2x is negative to the left of 0 and positive to the right of 0. And then I'm going to focus at really what's happening around this point 9, because I want to know as x gets close to 9, x gets arbitrarily close to 9. So I'm concerned about this line. Now 9 minus x, this is a line with slope, with negative slope, so that means it's going down to the right. So that means it's positive to the left of 9 and then negative to the right of 9. So this is different than some of the examples we've been doing in class. And then I have 2x divided by 9x is negative divided by positive is a negative. Positive divided by positive is positive. And then positive divided by negative is negative. And then I want to focus around this point x equals 9. So that means that my plot is going off to positive infinity as x approaches 9 from the left, and it's going to negative infinity as x approaches 9 from the right. So from the left, I look at my sign chart. We're going off to positive infinity, and as we approach 9 from the right, 2x, 9 minus x goes to negative infinity. And that should tell me about the vertical asymptote. So what about the horizontal asymptotes? In other words, what about the limit as x approaches positive infinity? So I have 2x over 9 minus x. Now remember, as x is getting very large, it's going to dominate this 9. So this 9 is irrelevant to the denominator. So to the x in the denominator. So I can just write this as 2x over minus x, and this is minus, the x's cancel out, and this is minus 2. And then the limit as x approaches negative infinity, just want to take a look at this one. I should get the same result, but I just want to convince you of that. So as x is getting very large negative, this x dominates the 9, and then these cancel because we're taking the limit, and so that is also minus 2. So that's just a sanity check, but I also, like I said, for pedagogical reasons, I just wanted to convince you of that. So when you plot this, x and y, we have an asymptote at minus 2. This is the value of this function as x is going off to infinity, and this is the y value. So that is minus 2. That is my horizontal asymptote. And I have a vertical asymptote at 9, as confirmed by this analysis here. And then we see that we are going to positive infinity as we approach from the left. So I come down here, and let's see, at 0, this thing is 0, I believe. So This is going to be a bit of a challenge for me to plot, just because of my lack of artistry. And then, so that's from the left, and then from the right, we're doing something like this. Okay, and that's what the plot would look like. All right, good luck.